and welcome to the NXT review. We are the Dudley Boys of What Culture. I'm Adam Wilbourn, joined by Michael Hamflett and Michael Sidgwick, here to review everything that happened on last night's episode of NXT. But before we get into it, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and YouTube. Where we do daily wrestling podcasts where we not only review the show formerly known as NXT 2.0, but also Raw. Oh, from the SmackDown, AEW Dynamite. Collision. Pay-per-views, premium live events, we have interviews, roundtable discussions, and a roundup of the week complete with a good quiz, of course, on Wrestle Culture. As I said, though, joined by Hamflett and Sidgwick to review last night's NXT. What a fun show this was.
Not really. It was completely botched beyond belief. And I thought the main event was just incredibly boring.
Agree. So we can wrap that up. Was that a bit like when you think you're going to sneeze and something happens and it interrupts the sneeze? The idea of you not sideways burying Collision forever.
I forgot.
It was like, oh God, I got to get that out. What if the people think I like and respect AEW Collision?
Whenever I deputise as host, I just don't mention Collision at all.
I know, yeah, I feel like, but it'd feel weird to do that in the middle of like December. But from January, don't worry, it's not going to be making an appearance anymore. It just feels weird. Fresh
Don't
start.
worry, Collision can't hurt you anymore.
Don't think a fresh start moving offices in December is a bit. Does that not break your brain?
A little bit. I don't like it, but it's.
Does that mean? Oh, I get it. Because the C2, you're probably going to watch Collision over Christmas, so you didn't want to bin it till January because you'll just be hooked every Saturday. Yep. What's the Collision match over the festive period you're most excited about catching in between all your fun Christmas plans?
Jack Perry, Pac. Has that happened yet?
Nah.
Yeah.
Anyway, why are we talking about AEW? Let's talk about NXT. Yeah, this was a noteworthy show, let's say.
Yeah, it was noteworthy, Wilbourn, for being terrible.
There was a dream match teased on it, so I don't think you can quite say that.
Right. The opening match of this show will go down in infamy as a complete shambles.
Oh, I won't defend it. Yeah, it ended very poorly. The work before that
No,
was
it lasted about 2 minutes, though.
But yeah, perhaps I was saying maybe this was sort of a deliberate work. You know, last week Thea Hail thinks she's won the title, but hasn't actually. This week she doesn't realise that she has won the title for a pinfall or something. I don't know.
Yep, you've cracked the code, definitely. This finish, which we'll get to presently, reminded me of
the show, strong start.
Like, we've had different, like, myself and Sage have had, like, different working processes over our long tenure at What Culture, and there would have been times where this was like manna from heaven, because it becomes like, it would be me, you, maybe Murray, some of the, like, the freelance writers. It would be this wonderful pitching arms race, and it was a yes to all, because all people were searching that day was, what's this massive hilarious botch? And as long as there was a way in which you could, like, wedge your title in with a different one, we were all going to be writing about Thea Hail today. Thea Hail and Blake Monroe and the NXT North American title, but there was so many ways to enjoy.
10 times wrestling titles changed hands by accident. We're still doing stuff like that now, but not as frequently.
10 botches on live television. It was perfect, because there's, like, you can have.
This will be a list entry for as long as we create lists, I think.
Yeah. Funny. You gotta laugh.
You gotta laugh.
Oh, absolutely. Before we get to that, though, at the start of the show, we get a recap of Saturday night's main event.
Ava Hate's alive.
And yes, we see Ricky Saints betraying Javon Evans, and then Javon's waiting for him in the parking lot. Out comes...
How am I going to be Ava? Okay.
Ava comes out to see him and says...
Easy.
Javon, come inside and talk about this.
Come outside and talk about this.
Evans says, I'm not going anywhere. I'm waiting for Ricky. And Avar storms off saying, great start to my night.
Great start to my night. Jesus Christ. She hates her life.
I was going to say, like, there was all that sarcasm, as if any other Tuesday she's happy to be there.
That could be a Slipknot right now.
If you wonder what that pop was, and you really need to see this beautiful new studio for yourself, join us on YouTube. WhatCulture Wrestling Podcast.
It was
wherever you get your YouTube from.
I like this, because we've got something old, our old microphones now, something new, something borrowed.
That's my mug on the top there, so that's borrowed.
There you go.
Yep.
And something blue. Well, that's to come. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And then we got the
Mr. Blue Jays.
Mr. Blue Jays, the first bit of the new office. If we did bits.
Yeah, we don't, obviously. And that will be very much clarified next week as part of the content. Yes, so it was.
It's the blue jizz.
I don't know, man.
It's brilliant. Why is it blue? What? You jizz.
Smurfing out. Blake Monroe versus Thea Hail for the NXT Women's North American title.
Oh, how'd this turn out?
Blake tries to kick Thea's head off to start with. Hail immediately fights for a Kimura, doesn't get it though. Hail gets a drop kick to send Blake to the floor, dives out onto her, gets an exploder back inside for a 2 count. But Monroe comes back with a tarantula in the ropes. And then, Sidge, I wonder if you can help me with this. She poses seductively as we go to a break.
I'm not doing that. I'll do this once because you've asked, but this is not going to be a new thing going forward.
When we go back, there's a double headbutt between the two of them. Hail takes over, standing splash. She sort of fires up in the ropes and springboards into like a trust fall senton, basically. I don't know what happened next.
I don't think anyone does,
So
even the people involved.
I'll sort of combine what I think was supposed to happen and what I witnessed happen. So I think what was supposed to happen, because we've spoken about this, is I think it was meant to be like this, the trust fall senton into a
Crucifix pin.
Yes, into a
Thea goes a long way back in order to give her shoulders to Blake Monroe to be able to hook them in for a crucifix.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But Thea Hale's shoulders don't touch the mat. Instead, she just lays
Scoots back over, though.
Yeah.
and she lays on top of Blake Monroe. 1, 2, 3.
What?
Booker T can't believe it. Big Joseph can't believe it.
Teachable moment! Teachable moment!
Great moment for Chase U. So
They did it. Teaching's paid off.
yeah, sorry, Thea Hale's your new North American champion.
Like,
Blake Monroe looked at the referee like, what the hell just happened?
The referee's face when he had to, like, alert the timekeeper and, like, well, this is happening was funny.
Yeah.
He looked like he'd himself.
Sorry, can we just... I want to recreate this if you haven't seen it, by the way. Can you two be Vic Joseph and Booker T, and I will be... I'm going to move this slightly out of the way so I don't get into real trouble. I will be production backstage, not really paying attention to the finish. Okay. Go for it.
have we got lines to recite?
No, just
ad-lib
like
it?
call it like, oh, Hail into the senton.
Can we
1,
be
2,
Booker?
3.
Can we be Vic?
Why you give me that hospital pass? Why am I Booker T?
Like, you got a good Booker T voice.
No, I don't.
Okay, it might be Wilbourn. I'll take Vic.
It can just be Vic if you
Yeah,
want.
I'll just go. I think she's won the title.
I don't know, man.
That was what I was thinking.
And
Was it a 3? It was a 3. She's won the title.
production go. Match is over. What? Play Blake Monroe's music. What? Is she on 1? Oh. It was just like, I don't know what to do.
Blake Monroe's.
What was it you said? They had like the Hale's
Well,
music.
like Blake Monroe's music hits. And look, a wrestling show is formatted, right? So obviously they've got music cues and the like, including the run-ins and everything else. But it took, it was seconds, but seconds felt like hours because they've already played Blake Monroe's music just to further expose that this is a mess. And it was as if Thea Hale's music was no longer an added track, but they had to go through like an HMV list of T's, looking at the Beatles. There's loads of this. When are we going to Thea? Like, they thought, right, we've got play it now. Like, and it just pulled back the curtain on all of it, and that's what happens when wrestling
I've
goes
got
wrong.
Chase U. Does that still work?
There was such head loss all over the building that who's the ring announcer?
Mike Rome.
Mike, do you notice what he said?
Yeah, world.
Here is your winner and new NXT Women's Champion, Thea Hail. What?
Yeah.
It was so confusing to everybody. I think we got maybe something after this, but it was certainly after another break. They came back and they were like, "You see this? She won the title. What's going on, eh?" And then they were apparently, according to all the reports, subsequently scrambling because I assume as well.
This is going another 6 minutes or something.
Well, I assume it was going to go a little bit longer, but I was going to say I assume as well. This was
So
presumably
why the main event was long and boring?
Maybe. Yeah. That was where they felt. I could have filled it with some skits and bits, couldn't they?
Can't come up with them off the top of your head,
Well,
unless you're a legend like us.
But I was saying I assume that because they had like weeks of stuff planned out, and with the time of year, I assume there was tapings and stuff, so they must have had to be like, Well, what are we going to do? She's not the champion anymore.
This is the NXT 2.0 version of like a G1 injury. Like Shawn Michaels maths. It's like, well, we've got Blake Monroe behaving like a complete dickhead to Thea Hail and Jordynne Grace for 3 weeks. Well, that's up in smoke. Like, and now we've got to come up with brand new skits and bits.
It is quite an easy fix, isn't it, considering this all started with an open challenge. Surely you just have Thea Hail say, I'm going to do an open challenge as well. And that's how Blake wins it back, or you'd put it on Jordynne Grace or whatever.
There's a million ways to do it.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've got a million ideas.
This is absolutely hilarious, incredibly surreal. I have no earthly idea how it happened.
No.
But it's one of those when there's been a few examples over the years of a referee just going 1, 2, and then either not counting it as a shoot.
Andy referenced the Jade Cargill triple
Yes,
threat. Yeah.
so the SmackDown earlier this year, they did this thing where, and it was just, again, it was completely wrong on every single level and just everything went awry. So, it's like Nia Jax took the fall eventually.
Yes.
But someone had hit a move on her, and she kicked out when she shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And then when the person, Tiffany Stratton, put
What was it again? Tiffany Stratton.
Jade Cargill out of the way.
She was late to pulling Jade Cargill off the pin, which forced Nia Jax to have to kick out, I think it was.
I think she'd already kicked out, and then they did that.
Right,
and
yeah.
then it was like, well, you can't
But
stay down for that because you've already kicked out the move, and
That's
Tiffany
right,
Stratton's done nothing. So 1, 2, and Nia's like, oh, no, I did hurt, actually.
I'm tired again.
Yeah, I'm tired again. This is a complete nightmare. So I, oh, no, I did hurt, actually.
I thought it was fine, but I'm not.
Yeah. So the referee's gone 1, 2. That doesn't look bad. That doesn't look good. Doesn't look believable. It's not up to you. You got to count. You got to do your job.
Yeah.
But then this is now. You say when you do count as a shoot, and you should, but this is what's going to happen sometimes. You know what the moral of the story is, considering we've just plucked examples from SmackDown and NXT. Is that they need to fix the Performance Center or something?
Well,
remember that epidemic of pinfalls happening. And then they would just go 1, 2, see you later. It's like, you're pinning this person.
Oh, yeah.
You
They'll
do
let
not
go.
want to let go. You're pinning them. Like, do they not teach them the literal definition of pin? Pin them down. I'll help you.
Old Brett not hooking leg because he's pushing on the
Yeah,
shoulders.
yeah.
Fantastic, that wasn't it?
Unbelievable. Pinning. But this was incredible. It was so, right, so the basic story of the match was Thea Hail goes after the arm. A minute passes, and then this happens. Like, you could not hope for more perfect conditions other than, like, one of those sort of, like, show-offy technical wrestling exchanges early in a match where they do pinfall, or whatever. I don't think you could hope, if you wanted to do this deliberately for whatever reason, right? You wouldn't ever do this, but if you did, you couldn't hope to create better conditions to not get a crowd to chant 1, 2, 1, 2, yay! Because it was so early in the match that you just never think a 3 count is coming ever in a million years. And the preceding sequence, as we mentioned, it was A's. It's like, yeah, the coffin, the actual thing, she overshot it, and I don't know what happened. But, like, didn't look particularly great. And then they're just scooting over. Thea Hail just scoots back over, like really trying to get back into position. You think, that's the last time I ever expected to see a 3 count. It was one of the most surreal things I've witnessed in ages. The crowd were like, what? It's like the streak ended.
Yeah.
Or like Cena had just tapped. They were like, what the hell has happened here?
Worst case scenario for a babyface finally winning the big title.
I will say,
In the fiction of it all, like they couldn't, the fans were so on top of it, like we all were, that then I cannot possibly pop for this because it's too real.
Yeah.
And then I'll performatively do it when she's Thea Hail, performatively celebrate, and fans performatively celebrate with her. But
I felt sorry for her,
you know,
but
what else
she
do you do?
strictly did her job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those, I felt bad for her. She gets on my tits sometimes the way she goes on like she's 12. That's not her problem. That's Shawn Michaels' problem, yeah? Like, she had to sell, and this is the difference between the fiction and reality, she had to sell as if the best possible thing in her life, her lifetime goal, had been achieved, when in reality, the worst possible thing had happened.
Yeah.
So I felt bad for her, but fair play. Like, obviously, she was shell-shocked, as anyone would be. in the first couple of seconds, but then she eventually, it was like she was processing it, but selling like, what just happened? That's weirdly in character for Thea Hail. So the celebration itself, it could have looked a lot worse. A lot worse.
Yeah, the eyes never lie. And I was watching both wrestlers and the referee, and it was that proper feeling of, oh God, are we in trouble?
Yeah.
We're going to get in trouble. Like that. It was across everything else. Like
That referee looked frightened.
I don't think it's the refs. I don't think this one's on the ref.
Do you reckon
That's not on the ref, no.
I think Blake's going to go backstage and go full Ted DiBiase Jr., though. That referee was
Trying to on me.
That referee was trying to on me.
And darling, I might have let him. Because you know how they're all filth now.
Yeah, it's all sex, not in it.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things like...
That's all it is.
We were talking today on the news about it, and I was like, oh, no one knows who's to blame. I was like, just move on. It's just that these things happen sometimes. It's not great, obviously, but I feel like...
There was obviously a
pointing the
hasty
finger at someone-
rewrite for the segment later on, but it was going to be some sort of Jordynne Grace, Thea Hail, Needle, and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't... I'd tell... Oh, you've won the title. Well done.
I odd this. What the hell happened? Like it's on Blake Monroe for not kicking out.
I think what happened is Thea, when she fails to get the crucifix, Blake Monroe has told her, I've not got you here. Let's do a 2 count and then reset. And the referee hasn't got the message. So like she's not kicked out in time. That's why you see Thea Hail like shuffle forward again.
Yeah.
She can't be crucifixing where she's pinning her, but she's not got her hooks in time. Maybe it was supposed to be slicker or something. They've lost connection, so she's gone, just pin me and then we'll go again. I'll kick out at 2. Sorry, boys. I didn't kick out quick enough for the rest. Like 1, 2, 3. What are you doing?
Did I press the right button, boys?
Sorry, boss.
Anyway,
Funny though.
Yeah, we'll get back to it a little bit later. Then we go to wherever...
Ava was right. She said that Blake Monroe wasn't up for the open challenge.
Told you.
She was 100% correct.
Don't
Quite good.
fuel him. Do not fuel him.
Just saying.
Say what you're saying, though.
Ava's
Saying
point has
what?
been proven. Blake Monroe's got more of a case of like the systems against her.
Mm-hmm.
Thea Hail last week thought she'd won the title.
What is she, Mustafa Ali?
Sort of very
I
much.
thought
sort
she
of
was Tony Storm and
laying
Bailey.
laying out the breadcrumbs of what was to come. Really.
And now Jordynne Grace is in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a triple threat for the title, even though people told you that triple threat.
Exactly. Thank you. We go to the Culling's chairs, whatever it is.
The chair house.
Spizzy's there.
Culling's furniture shop.
Spizzy!
We've got a great range of chairs. You don't want to sit in them because we'll kill you.
He bet that Tatum Paxley cried 1 million tears after NXT deadline. I wonder what odds he got on that. But it is what it is. Then there's the Nico Vance doll available in all stores, obviously, sat there. Who put that there? Says Nico. I don't know why that fan does. Who put that there? Izzy says.
He's going to kill me.
It's like an old Rezar or something like that. Yeah, he's not going to get a figure himself, so let's just do that one.
Well, he wasn't on the graphic later, was he?
We got some AOPs warming the pegs. Chuck a couple of them in.
Them, hang around page.
What an amazing bit that would have been. What a rib if it was a Hangman Page figure that had been like his face.
Called her the herring or something, yeah.
Bischoff would have done that in 96, 97. He'd have done that.
That was 99 cents. Thought, why not?
Got a new res ass.
Is that the end of Nico Vance, though?
Maybe.
Well,
It wasn't the graphic later, was
probably
it?
shouldn't be taking the piss.
Yeah,
he's
historically, this results in shoot joblash.
Yeah, but he's the wild card, so that's maybe he'd want you to think.
True, yeah. No, we've had this a lot.
He road tested that in the office earlier.
Yeah.
You got to road test your material sometimes.
You should come with us on the spot. Yeah, it's writing
Oh,
team behind it.
No, we often do.
Yeah. The show really kicked into gear following this, though, because out
You
comes...
hope so, mate. Like, if it was anything more like this, it would be the worst thing you've ever seen in your life.
About time, because it's been reversing down a hill. Somebody should stop. That's going in the river.
Not now, though, because... well, speaking of the Triple A Mixed Tag Team Champion and the NXT Men's North American Champion, Ethan Page, comes out.
It's good.
Is this your pro?
Yeah.
He's absolutely appalled that the wrestling world seems to be more concerned with which WWE champions were crying while their co-worker quit their job this Saturday than the best champion in WWE, who was heinously attacked from behind last week. This same champion with unlimited potential, projected earnings unlike anyone before him. That same champion with a back so strong he could carry an entire industry. That back was almost broken this past week and nobody seems to care. Why? Why was I attacked? Was it jealousy? Was it the fact I've clearly become a foundation in NXT? Or is it the fact I've taken the North American Championship and left every single title reign before me in the dust? Zero provocation, zero rhyme, zero reason. I don't care. I'm here to get my answers. Whatever dark shadow you're lurking in, it's time to get your ass out here, Tony D'Angelo. And we get a member of the family coming out. Just not that one. Because here comes the TNA International Champion, Stacks, flanked by his fiancée, of course, Ariana Grace, who's wearing his title belt like a sash. Already going.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
And yes, in step Stacks to say, "Oh, Ethan,
Terrible.
I know,
I thought you might have practiced,
Yeah, still can't do him.
I know, Ethan. I'm not the man you're expected to see. That guy you're talking about, I don't know what his problem is. Frankly, I don't give a damn. What I do care about is you talking about people getting on your level and being a champion across companies. I know with those big old glasses, you can see my beautiful exotic queen holding my TNA International Championship. And Ariana, she's got expensive tastes. And the one thing she has for Christmas is more gold. We got some things to discuss."
It's been a while since Stack's got a promo on this show.
It's been,
I
been a long
have
time.
missed times like these. Ethan Page says, "See, this is what I'm talking about. Zero decorum. She's going to come out here and interrupt the greatest."
You know what it sounded like? You know how like the AI slop wave has gone crazy and the bubble's yet to burst. So you see like, oh look, it's Gandhi. He's having a WrestleMania match with Princess Di. It's like that was
It's a good story, though. The build is unbelievable.
It's like Wilbourn. It's basically Louis Armstrong doing WWE AI. And the next thing he's going to say, well, guess the world ain't so wonderful now. It's basically his heel turn.
This carpet stinks.
Is that I'm on the moon in space. Help. I can't breathe. So yeah, Stacks fires.
Shove it up your ass, Gandhi. I'll see you at Vengeance Day.
Stacks says, "Hey,
They're class mind, aren't they? I know we shouldn't endorse it. It's the end
Yeah.
of everything.
Oh, yeah.
I only watch it on your computer, so I feel like I'm not."
Yeah,
part
it's
of
one
it.
click instead of three.
Yeah. So yeah, Stacks says, "All I'm saying, Ethan, is
Was he CM Punk
Yes.
now?
is have to go along with my international championship. Those mixed tag titles would look so good around the waist of the NXT's hottest power couple." But here comes Moose to interrupt.
Fun's over.
Got to good
Moose
moose
says,
gags on this show, at least. That's something.
Yes.
Animal jokes.
Yeah.
Moose
Good
says,
stuff.
once again, an NXT talent has a TNA championship. I'll be honest, the boys back at TNA are pissed, so I'm here to do something about it.
Oh, no. Not the boys at TNA.
Stacks,
What can they? I'll give a job, man.
Stacks, someone's going to deal with you.
We need someone to go to NXT. Matt Cardona just like clambering over. I've got it. I'll get it.
Stacks, someone is going to deal with you, and today's your lucky day because I'm laser focused on Ethan Page. I'm here to take one of NXT's most prestigious titles back to TNA with me. Big pop, obviously, and Ethan says, "Oh, don't cheer for that. That's not how this works. We actually have rules here in NXT. This ain't TNA. You're going to have to talk to Ava, buddy. Sorry." Who said, "Don't worry. Ava's already signed off on it. So has Santino." December 30th, NXT End of the Year Awards show.
Oh my God.
You're defending that North American title against Moose, and he drops.
Come on. Can't use the
Page.
oh my God button for Moose.
For a big end of year award show. I'll be tuning in. I'm very excited because we're going to have I'm taking a break from wrestling other than NXT, obviously, over the Christmas break. But in the flip reverse of that, I sense neither of you three, are going to pay any attention to NXT over the break.
He doesn't pay any attention to it now.
He loves it.
Oh, you're doing a podcast tonight?
I'll be in the office next Wednesday. So I might catch up on the awards just to report.
No, the awards
back.
are December 30th.
Oh, 30th. It's not. Because there's still another week of the matches.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, no, I'll watch the awards. I want to know who wins those NXT awards.
Okay, we'll catch you up.
He's not going to miss a second of his regular viewership, I don't think.
It keeps me balanced and right over the Christmas period.
You doing a break, Sidge?
I'm certainly not watching Raw.
Yeah, that's me, but with
probably
World's
just
End.
SmackDown.
I'll probably miss out my SmackDown. I'm not spending Christmas Eve on my SmackDown revisit, am I?
Christmas Day collision. Is that what that means?
It'll be Christmas Day Dynamite, wouldn't it?
Christmas Day on a. You said SmackDown was Christmas Eve. Is that right?
He watches it on
Oh,
a
on
Wednesday.
Oh, I
Wednesday,
see.
man.
Of course, you watch it on a Wednesday. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Good
I
point.
watch it on a Wednesday. You know this.
Yes. Sorry, yeah, I forgot.
So I'll be Dynamite on Christmas Day, won't I?
Nice.
Not really. I'm not watching it.
Rather have coal. I'm going cold turkey on all that.
You opened your present for Anna Louise. It's all Elite Wrestling. You keep the receipt, love. I mean, it's nice. Nah, it's just
That's what a nan would get you, isn't it? Like, I heard you like that wrestling. And you open up, AW. It's kind of open for WWE, to be honest.
I'll keep it, but I know I'll not use it.
End up in the garage.
I'll re-gift it to Sidge next year. He might find some use for it.
Nah,
Car boot still.
I'm definitely going to watch World's End. Definitely. You don't have to say no. You've already said no.
I didn't say anything.
You just twisted your face like a little baby, didn't you?
World's End's good. It's welcome.
If it's a Carter Takeshita, it's going to be probably one of my most, if not most, anticipated match of the year.
Yeah.
Because I was just scared about Omega and Okada, and that was half founded, really. Now
Osprey had the double 5 last year.
Did I?
World's End's had stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never seen it.
Never.
I have.
NXT award show on the 30th.
Yeah, we'll be seated. Don't you worry about that one, sunshine.
I will not be watching Raw.
I will.
Yeah, we'll be watching everything.
We know.
I'll-
We know, buddy.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it's getting taped as well, isn't it?
I think half of SmackDown for about the next 3
There
weeks
was a lot
has
of
been taped.
Hammerstein AEW stuff last year that I felt like I intended to watch and then was missing.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah.
I think even some of the wrestlers, oh no, I think it was just Joey Janela, but made the same point of like, it's like they're trying. It was a nice idea. Hammerstein, it used to be this aesthetically wonderful place. It's got the history and da-da-da-da. I don't know why I've turned into a big cast there, but be that as it may, while live. And it's just like, it's great.
It's great.
It's great. They're throwing some Lou Roll on Ricochet and all that. That's decent.
Yeah.
That was fun, but I don't know why they went back. I mean, I know that's because Kendal fleeced her shit. But in the
Cardona
States.
for the belt. Was that the one?
Oh my God, that match.
What?
Jericho Cardona for the Ring of Honor World Title.
That
when
was
it
Ring
the
of
Ocho?
Honor.
Is that the Ocho run?
Yeah.
No, it was after the Ocho.
Was it the
They
second?
tried it again.
Oh, they put the belt back on him. Do you not remember?
Nope.
Yeah.
Give him a second run of the ROH World. He had the match with Cardona. It would have been Final Battle. And it was absolutely woeful. Honestly, it made Cope look good because Cope had a decent one with Cardona on Collision.
I did really like. I'd forgotten when I voted in it the awards, which the video will be going out very soon. Me and Andy filmed them and stitched all the admin for that. I did like the way we had to caveat what was like some of the best moments of this year. The Death Riders, not including the Cope stuff. Don't think about the Cope stuff.
Yeah, we had a parenthesis Cope.
Non-Cope Death Riders. Is that all right?
Have you seen the new Ethan Page and Chelsea Green Ian C inspired T-shirt?
No.
You know, the old red Edge and Christian shirt, the Charlie's Angels one, where you see the silhouettes of the two of them doing the 5-second pose.
Yes.
It's Ethan and Chelsea,
That's
and they're doing their poses in the silhouette on the exact same red shirt.
Good.
It's great.
Anyway, back to NXT, and we got the return of Hank and Tank. Honk, honk. Great to see them back. A bit of a hoss fight between them and OTM. OTM early on in control. But Tank comes in with a flying back elbow for 2. We go to like a picture-in-picture. This mystery car's arrived. Who possibly could be in the car?
Tony D'Angelo.
No, it's Ricky Saints.
Oh, Ricky Saints. I was thinking a bit at the end.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shh.
Yeah.
Don't spoil that.
Where's he coming from? Bridge.
Lucian Price comes in, eats a double team suplex. Hank and Tank have got mounted punches in the corner, but OTM pick them both up and do that double powerbomb collision thing.
Gingerly.
Yeah.
It's one of those where you're meant to have no regard for your opponent's safety, and they were like, to me, to you, to me, to
Yeah.
you, to me. Squash their the fleshy parts of their midriff together and powerbomb them.
Problem is, though, if you do it properly,
You get authors of pain. Your authors of pain, that bitch. That was mental, that.
First couple of them. Like, they do it really hard, and then they'd land them on each other. So
Each other's heads.
The bodies are just stacking up. You got to put them somewhere else. Go 20 by 20, mate.
If anything, aim for the balls. That's probably going to be better off long term.
Anyway, we come back after a break. Price cuts Hank off on the top rope and hits a big superplex. There's forearms traded. Tank ducks a lariat, hits a big knee, but Bronco just wants more of that. He eats it. OTM hit a double team Samoan drop, but Tank kicks out of 2. They want a pendulum bomb through the announce table on Hank. Booker T's like really happy for them to do it. He's egging them on. But Hank saves his partner, cannonballs OTM on the floor. Back in the ring, Tank hits a swanton bomb. They take their shirts off, smash it in the ring.
I like the bellies.
Belly boys.
Yeah.
They smash in the middle of the ring. But Nima comes back and hits a pump kick. But Tank springboards into a shoulder block that sends Lucian Price into his partner. And Hank small packages Nima for the 1-2-3. Hank and Tank get the win.
Right, this match was nothing special, but it did move me to wonder if I've not been as generous with my compliments to Hank and Tank this year, because they were good, and, you know, the excursion won't hurt, but they've done other stuff this year in NXT before the excursion. Still, one of my favourite spots of the year is that straight dive where, was it Tank made it to the table at Stand and Deliver?
Yeah.
Clean through. You don't see that very often, and he made it all the way through.
It might have been Hank, actually, because Hank was the security guy, wasn't he?
Yes, sorry, yeah. And, you know, at the time, it was like, well, that's what happens with Fraxium. People get in there and they're the best match. But the tag title run was fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Not really.
They've made steady improvements, I would say, over the course of the year. They're one of the more credible acts on NXT, which, you know, sometimes damn with faint praise, but nonetheless, a good advert for excursions and going and trying other stuff. I think I just quite like them.
Yeah.
I think I'm glad of Hank and Tank.
I like them.
Yeah.
This match was nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
I did. The only time I felt alive during this match is, and we come back from commercial, and holy shit! Like the second it was like, we're back, and then like one of them, Hank, I think it's Tank, just flies through the ropes and does a suicide dive.
Yes,
just like
Nima, yeah.
yeah, it looked awesome. It just felt like frenzied. Like, oh, doesn't matter. We're not doing the headlocks. This is real life.
Real life.
Still real to me. Nah, I felt alive then, but mainly dead throughout.
OTM are finished.
It felt like they brought him back and it was like, oh, they're really going to go for it. And then they were just like, oh, no.
Yeah.
You said it, Sidge called it yesterday. He was like, Hank and Tank win because Dark State are the champions. And I was like, oh,
So
yeah.
it works.
We see Ava chatting to Jasper Troy, WWE Speed Champion, of course. Ava tells Jasper she's been dealing with a lot tonight.
I've been dealing with a lot tonight.
Jasper,
Just sounded a bit like emoting there. A mild disappointment. Like downtrodden by
Yeah.
that which she's experienced. Let me try again. I've been dealing with a lot tonight.
Jasper says he should have destroyed Ricky Saints and Javon Evans when he had the chance. But Ava announces from next week,
Next week,
new WWE Men's Speed Championship tournament.
new WWE Speed Men's Speed Title Tournament.
I was a bit confused because Jasper said that's good news. But then he said, but that's bad news for whoever wins the tournament. Because when they step in the room with me, destruction's guaranteed.
Yep.
Aye. Why do they have to have a whole ass tournament for like a 5-minute match? I know the matches themselves are short, but what a crap title with crap matches that completely defeats the purpose of itself because the matches aren't really cool, action heavy sprints.
I don't know, when it starts going woo woo and the lights,
lights
change. And it gets
change.
quite action heavy and sprinty. No choice.
In a more Ivar this year. So,
Ever heard of him or
I haven't even watched it.
3 minutes, of course I have.
It was excellent.
We see, amongst all this, Ricky Saints.
Because they got it. They basically were like, right, we don't have much time to do this, but I'd quite like to win. I'm going to give you CTE. Well, I'm going to try and give you CTE back. And they, in fact, were so adamant about this that they got gassed after 2 minutes of a 3-minute match. It was awesome.
Real throwback to like legitimately great velocity matches, isn't it? It's a nice day for people that are old enough to remember that like you weren't just saying velocity was good because you were desperate for anything to be good. There was actual Akio stuff.
All the best stuff's on the seashore these days.
Red and blue, check out the green brand. And I ain't talking about Noah. I could be, but I'm not. Sidge might have been.
Not at the time, but I got big into big match Noah. I couldn't tell you who like the best, like opening match dudes were.
Yeah.
But that mainly the Kabashi title reign and then the early career of Kenta and Marufuji. That Kabashi reign, Christ almighty. Jesus Christ. Favourite match from it, Wilbourn?
Ricky Saints arrives, and he's
Hang on, wait a minute. You like Noah when Hank
was there. Yeah, that's where there's finally some excitement here. They almost go to Noah as well.
I think so.
Won the belts, didn't lose them. So
Came
by
back,
your reckoning,
came
the
back,
best.
wasn't used. Brilliant.
Yeah.
But popped up in Aurora, so
Yeah.
not all bad news. Ricky Saints, yeah, was the one in the car park. He storms out. Says, first things first, I'm not here to apologise. The day I stepped foot in this ring, I said I was bringing the Absolute Era. I came to NXT because I wanted to let everyone know I am who I say I am. I can carry any brand. I took a gamble.
Carry yourself.
Took a gamble on myself because I had no other options. Everyone was searching for the man who could beat Obafemi, and that was me, and I did. But here's what's kind of confusing. You enjoyed it for a minute, but you really wanted someone else. You wanted Javon Evans to beat Obafemi. That's why nobody cared when the young OG jumped in front of the line in front of me for his title shot. That's why I had to check him and let his narrow ass know he isn't the man until I say so. I've played it safe. I've been passed over and stepped on, but no more. I'll get whatever I want, whenever I want. If that means I have to stab you in the front or the back, it doesn't matter. I tried to give Evans some advice. Wait, your day will come. This is my time. How many titles has Javon Evans won? 0. When I allow him to get into my ring, I will prove that he's far below me. All the superstars in the back are chasing clout. I've got it. I'm the charismatic one. I'm the guy at the right time. The revolution is televised because you're living in it. There is no one who will go to the levels that I will, and no one will do the things that I will do to get to the top. Suddenly, Javon Evans appears and tries to attack Ricky Saints. The security and stuff there, though, and they sort of get pulled apart. They brawl, get pulled apart, and Ricky cheap shots Javon as he's being held back by security, sends him into the ring steps, clears the table, and Rochambeau's Javon Evans through the table to stand tall.
This was okay. Ricky Saints, and this is a problem for the promos he cuts and for what he wants to achieve from this run. Like, feels like he's got a long way to go. I thought it was good that he did the brand stuff early, that he would go on about non-stop when he was a babyface.
Oh, God, I know.
And then left it behind and started talking about this personal issue that he's got and the resentment.
Who is he? Hangman Page. Sorry, Hangman Page, but shut up about AEW. That goes for you, Darby Allin.
It's become lamer and lamer over the years, but like of all the brands, especially don't fight for NXT, no disrespect, Wilbourn. Like the whole point of it is to leave it. The whole point of this brand you fight for is to get the hell out. That's what NXT is by its nature, by its very design.
Forming the superstars of tomorrow.
Yeah, so by which I want to stay here forever. That's not the point, mate. What about tomorrow? That's what it exists for. So that was always a problem, and he wasn't particularly convinced in delivering it either. So the heel turn, smart. He was always a very good heel, very competent heel. At this version of being a heel, the best heel still isn't here. Like Ricky Starks, just this prick, just this really arrogant, like loves the smell of his own farts heel, has yet to arrive in NXT. I can only hope that
Got glimpses of it.
I was going to say this was a glimpse. It's only because
he
used the word debonair, which I like it when he does
Yeah.
that.
Well, like, hopefully the anger with Javon Evans, and you got this pretty cool Rochambeau spot, but they have this feud, and then he wins it or he loses, but then he just fleshes out more of that, and we just get to that, because that felt like the winning route once upon a time in AEW, and it's still, watching him here, we've had very, very earnest babyface, slightly arrogant babyface. What was this? Like, almost like intense, pissed off heel. Where we've not arrived at the right one, and we've seen the right one, so we actually know what works.
Yeah.
You've done the first part, you turned him heel. It immediately felt better.
Yes.
But there's still a ways to go. And he himself would say, I don't want to wait around.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to be talking about me versus Cody like they were a week ago. I want to be on Raw and everything like that. So I don't think he's probably keen on this not working in the way that it still feels like it's quite not there.
Yeah, I agree with both of you. Is not amazing, but better. And I saw glimpses of better yet to come. Again, what are these people's problem? These wrestlers, like, my God, I'm not doubting you. I'm welcoming you as a heel. Because I was the best, and I'm going to be the best, and it's my time. So just can you not just be cocky, like within yourself a little bit more? Like, I remember Ricky Steaks, not unlike Tricky Burgers. He did this thing on Dark, right, where he just enjoyed being an arsehole. He's kind of pissed off that he's had to become one, and that's the difference here. He used to enjoy just being an arsehole, right? As opposed to this defiant, I'll show you. Kind of pissed off that I have to do this. Like, they just used to luxuriate in being arseholes, didn't they? Heels. And Ricky Starks used to get that. It's a bit on Dark. I might have mentioned this on the podcast, and it's not exactly the best thing to bring up on an audio medium, right? But he's on Dark, and like they all loved going for that ringside camera. It got a little bit boring after a while how much they all loved it, especially when it became Britt Baker's thing. Do it sparingly, but they did it constantly. But then Ricky Starks justified it because he's got this jobber. He's got him by the back of the hair. And Ricky Starks has got this intentionally dopey look on his face as if to say, I'm Ricky Starks. He slaps him without looking at him. It's fantastic. He used to be hilarious. Not funny no more.
Yeah, it needs to be more, yeah.
Do you know what else as well? He brought this up, it's always been in his theme, and he's brought it up in catchphrase form here. It reminded me of the Becky Lynch John Cena story. Like, who are you? Well, I'm the Irish lass kicker. What the hell's that? Like, well, clearly I'm relentless. Again.
Clearly, everyone says that.
Again, what the hell is that? Like, what the revolution?
I want to shatter the last ceiling.
That's pretty good.
Very good.
I know what the hell that is. You're the man, Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
And that's how it happened. The revolution will be televised.
What?
Get rid. What the hell is that? Like, you're a year into your, and you've won the title already. You've ran the brand. You've been in another company. You've jumped. You like, what's this supposed revolution? The longer you say that, where there's no revolution, the bigger loser you look.
Yeah.
Get rid. Whatever it was once, and I didn't even think it fit when he was like in Team Taz and kind of cool and cocky. Like, get rid. Stupid.
After the break, we see Ava chatting to Saul Ruca, dude, and Zaria in her office. Ava congratulates Sol on her big victory at Saturday night's main event.
Congratulations on your big victory at Saturday night's main event.
But before we hear any more, Ethan Page barges in. What the hell's going on around here, he says. 1 second, reptiles are stealing my car. Tony D'Angelo's jumping me from behind. Let's not talk about Romeo and Juliet coming after my mixed tag team titles. Not to mention, there's a moose on the loose in Florida. Probably the way to deliver that.
I made it
line.
worth it.
Yeah. Anyway, here comes Chelsea Green and Alba Fire. Chelsea says that Ava is just as bad as the SmackDown GM. Can't remember what his name is.
What?
I can't either.
Ava, sorry.
Oh, Nick Aldis.
Thank you. And Adam Pearce. There's no line she'll cross. Cream pies, sabotage, sneak attacks. Ava says, everything bad that's gone on with Chelsea is not her fault.
It's not my fault.
Paige says he's the greatest North American champion of all time. What's wrong with some competition? Oh, sorry. Paige, you claimed... This is Ava. Paige, you claimed to be the greatest North American champion of all time.
Paige, you claim to be the greatest North American champion of all time. What's wrong with a little competition?
And, it's announced that Chelsea next week will be putting her women's US title on the line against Saul Ruca, dude.
I thought Ethan Page and Chelsea Green were excellent.
They were, weren't they?
Levels above. I think Ethan Page has been great for a while. That bit where he just cut himself off to be like, I told you not to hang around with her. You know, because he's picked up that Sol Ruca Zaria thing from the other week.
You two doing together?
Yeah. I thought I made myself very clear on this.
There's a moose on the loose in Florida.
Justified Reese being the chosen TNA wrestler for me.
Yeah.
It's a roster full of losers. You might as well have one that rhymes. Like,
the easy rhyming word.
Yeah. I've got to be the millionth person to say it. This is a main roster ready act, isn't it? Him joining the Secret Service. Get him caught. It's proper, this. It feels levels above.
Yeah.
What was I going to say? Nothing about this. Ethan Page is quite funny. Did you see Brian you wouldn't have. Brian Alvarez's tweet said, lol, NXT finally gives someone in their early 20s a belt. Of course, it was a botch. I thought that was good. And then, everyone, not everyone, there are so many humorless twat wrestling fans.
Twat?
Remember the twat and cack?
Yeah.
That's kind of like the origins of our filth. We only started bringing filth into this podcast, really, because we find it funny that Americans vowel swap the two genital words, two of them.
Yeah.
So the first reply was, I've heard of Braun Breaker. The third reply was, God, when are you going, like your Tony Khan's arse or something like that. It's like, do I have to do this for every tweet? It's a funny tweet, and that's what annoys me. The funny ones.
Yeah.
Like if someone takes the piss out of Matthew Jackson, and the Young Bucks, they're ripe for taking the piss out of. I love them. I'll just go, yep, I like them, but I'm also not unhinged. So I will laugh at that. I might even like it. Nah. What about Tony Khan? Off. It's just a good tweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just let him have his good tweet.
Following this,
Braun Breaker.
I think you'll find. Like, they've tweeted Braun Breaker and being like, well, that's dealt with that.
I guarantee that person as well hasn't thought of that. They go, young WWE champions recent. Grok, help me.
Second person flies in. Oh, somebody's got to Braun Breaker. I'll lick Tony Khan's ass.
Yeah.
Then we got a tag match. It was two members of Fatal Influence, not the leader, really. I'm talking about Speed Champion, Fallon Henley, Lainey Reed, and I should mention the other member of Fatal Influence was on commentary. That is NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane. Vastly improved commentary the moment she got added.
Yeah.
Oh, Vic Joseph. Oh, thank God you're here.
Nobody's been answering the panic button. I've pressing under the desk. He's still here.
I'm still here, man.
He had a great bit at the end. Do you remember the? Oh,
no, tune it out.
Yeah.
He never orders me food.
And they were taking on the leader of the Wren QCC, Wren Sinclair, and one of the hottest stars around right now, Kendal Gray.
Did you see them botch their thing?
No.
They did their entrance and they meant to go like that. Instead, they went like this. Kendal Gray looked pissed off. It was good.
JC Jane was on commentary, but she got involved, actually, with the match. Distracting Wren Sinclair before a break, allowing Fallon Henley to swing around the post and kick Wren. They get heat on Wren Sinclair during the break, but they eventually get the hot tag
break
to Kendal Gray, who runs wild, gets a near fall on Henley. Grace goes for an armbar, but Jane again jumps up on the apron to cause a distraction. She gets knocked off, and Sinclair leaps off the top turnbuckle with a high cross on Jane and Reed. Gray gets distracted, but gets a kick out when Henley goes for an O'Connor roll, and Gray takes down Henley with a cross armbar. Henley taps, obviously with a view to, of course, Kendal Gray getting the title shot at New Year's Eve.
I can see why they wouldn't, but they are mad if they don't belt up Kendal Gray. Like, it's really cool when you can feel the momentum behind a wrestler. And JC Jane's been great, is great in this women's champion role, but you've got to switch the belt here. You have to. Like, I know these fans pop for anybody, just about anything other than a massively botched finish, it would appear.
Not the main event.
Yeah, but it just, like, they've not even stumbled into an opportunity. They've obviously seen how good Kendal Gray is. She's been...
They've kind of sculpted her.
Yeah, like, she's been fast-tracked from Evolve as well. Like, she's still the Evolve champion, and she can hold both belts and then...
Vacated.
Yeah,
immediately.
Don't do
vacation.
a job for that. Don't do a job for that. It'll feel high stakes, that, because they've got to make the right call. Like, you could screw her over, like Fatal Influence, and they could want to try and run it to Stand Liver. Don't fart on with that. Strap her up now.
not very often that the title matches actually result in a title switch at New Year's Evil. It seems, in my memory at least. So
That's why them little New Year's Evil babies are always so angry.
Indeed. I want to see a title change.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Match was fine. It was mainly Kendal Gray does the stuff that you've seen her do, but like what a set at this point, you know? I think she's fantastic still.
Backstage, we get an interview with new Women's North American Champion, Thea Hail.
Sorry, I will say it one more time. I might say it every week, actually. Triple H gets her doing it, monologues and stuff and slowing it down. I'll turn into me from 2006. God. Wrestling's terrible, actually.
Should have seen her in NXT.
Yeah.
We're kind of in on the ground floor. You need to watch WWE Evolve to get the good stuff from Gray.
Thea is happy. She's got no more tears to shed.
Should have watched from 2003 OVW. Underrated. Like some of the angles there were genuinely really good.
Yeah.
She's the...
No, you poor fools. Tag champions, more like Bash and Bates' Damager. Sorry.
She's the new...
Pretty niche.
Just for you, really.
Yeah, thank you. I liked it.
She is the new North American champion.
You hear the Rumble story about the Damager?
No.
2003,
Mhm.
going into the 2003 Rumble, like they actually coordinate WWE and OVW, where the idea and what ultimately paid. Sorry, Wilbourn, this doesn't interest you at all. What ultimately put paid to the WWE OVW relationship is that Jim Cornette would really just do his job, like to an extent that he would probably be a dickhead shouting his head off, caring about it too much half the time, but he was really competent at it because he was under no. He had to sell tickets and whatever, but he could kind of do the thing that he was good at. Smoky Mountain, future-proofed a bit, you know? But WWE would like took it as like, I'll just take him, them now. And it's like, I haven't wrote them out yet. And they were like, don't care, Yahoo. I'm getting that off you and it's amazing. I don't give a Yahoo. They're coming to WWE and like Cornette would have these mad, like, because he wanted the continuity, he wanted to show it and make sense and all the rest of it. The one time they coordinated, it's like, right, okay, we want Damager. The Damager. Debut at the Rumble and and create this tournament, like the Road to the Rumble, like really late, I think, in 2002 or 2003 or whenever it was. And they just said, actually, that's plan. We don't really need that anymore. And there's like, I've done a tournament.
On TV.
Done a tournament on TV for all this. Like, what we're going to do. And apparently it's like, right, well, Damager was like an out of control guy as the character. And it's like, well, we'll get Steamboat in, he can chin Steamboat, he can destroy the backstage. Apparently it was such a great angle that Jackie Gator was his valet, and she called up the office to like apologize, maybe like stooge him out a bit so she didn't get the heat. Yeah. And they were like, no, that was the point. He did his job very, very well.
Different time, wasn't it?
Different time.
Like,
was that around the same time with one of the Bashams was like a champion for him, and he just turned up 1 week and he had his head shaved because they were like, "What do you look like with his head shaved?" And we'll shave it off and we'll find out.
We'll have a look. It's like a fairly certain Photoshop technology, primitive, was probably still around.
Just do this. Yeah, that's probably what it looked like.
It's like going to Salt Dickens for a hair match.
Good, that's a good call.
that's one of the old promoters' favourite rants, isn't it? When you haven't sold tickets for a hair match. Anyone cuts their hair on TV, they're immediately, you're Rip Rogers, you're Jim Cornette, it's just like, well, flushed millions away. Did you?
But
like
you know what?
Like, if you couldn't the TV.
I maintain they should do more hair matches on TV.
I agree.
Remember Chris Jericho Ortiz?
Yeah.
It was electric.
What was the one with
Orange Cassidy, Matt Hardy?
Yeah, I know.
Matt Hardy bottled it.
It was like, we'll get someone. Who did he get to do it for him? He was like, obviously, I'm not
Jack Evans.
Jack Evans, yeah.
Yeah.
So that must have been a plan at some point.
You know what they need more of on telly to really get the views? Arm wrestling matches. I mean, like looked on like
Numbers.
WWE's YouTube and you're like, Jesus Christ.
I pitched in an old era. Should I do an arm wrestling list? Just do on a video. You'll just ignore it. It's obviously not going to be a smash hit straight away. You check that son of a bitch in about a year, it's going to have made with 10 grand. They'd love it.
I'm just going to have a game here.
Love that Triple H Great Khali glass one. Real glass.
Real glass.
Comes out with the sleeveless.
Real
top.
glass.
John Cena versus Mark Henry, arm wrestling contest, Raw, February 4th, 2008. How many views?
64 million.
I was thinking lower. I'll say 50 million.
Nicholas?
I'm not interested.
Okay. 136 million views.
Jesus.
They love it, man.
For a
There
1
was
minute
100 million of them.
for a 1 minute 36 second video. Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley, more or less.
Less. Inconsiderably. I'll say 89.
Well, I'll go more then.
Correct answer is more. 161 million views from a video from 2019.
161. Yeah, massive. Need to see who wins that. It's a work.
It's a work. It's a work, Jim.
Yeah, there's money in them there hills. What were we talking about?
NXT, sadly.
Oh, Thea Hail. That was it. Yeah, she's been here since she was 18. She always wanted to be a champion.
She's so hyper. She's like, she plays a toddler.
Oh, she was in Chase U.
Oh, teachable moment! Teachable moment!
Yes.
And she's very excited about having names on the side plates. Jordynne Grace shows up, congratulates Thea. That might have been the workaround. Thea, I'm so Congratulations, son. Looks like you figure it out quicker than I did. But Thea tells Jordynne, remain positive. Blake walks in. What the hell happened? Give me my title back.
She's getting patronised by a 6-year-old. How might Jordynne Grace has fallen off?
But that's the turn, isn't it? Like,
Do you think?
yeah, like last week it was
man.
you idiot piece. You. That was basically what she was
You're
getting.
7 years old.
I was pitching a turn last night, or yesterday for last night. Like, she was like, Thea Hale's about to win this match. I can't sanction that. I'm sorry. I can't do what I did with like Blake Monroe, and then Thea Hail beats her.
Yeah.
But it's not happened yet, but it will. Yeah, Blake walks in and says that referee should be fired. This is the worst day of my life. I want my rematch. Storms off.
Are they going to just reset everything, do you think? Or are they going to use this and pivot?
I think by the time the three of us are next in a studio talking about NXT, Thea Hail will not be North American
I
champion.
think so too.
I think she will,
Ooh.
and it'll be a bit ruined.
Pasty bet.
Trying to be good in 2026.
Maybe not.
Well, we've got Jim in the building. I've got an induction soon, actually.
When's your induction booked?
3:30. I thought we'd be finished here.
Well, I mean, you didn't leave much space there, did you? Considering that you knew the opening match was going to be such a big talking point.
Yeah, sorry. It's right. We'll fly through. Is he?
You don't have to fly through though, because we're shortchanging the.
All right, I'll nip out and
The
then
listeners
I'll come
come
back.
for
You
you.
guys,
Don't
can-
just stay
cancel
here.
your induction.
Postpone it.
no. It's important that I get.
Why is it so important?
Well, they saw me walk in. They were like, "You should be in the gym, pal." Like,
You should be given the induction.
yeah, if anything, right? Said no professionals. So I'm not professional.
It
You should be. I said, don't need it. I make loads of money on podcasting. Ever heard of it? Heard of the UK wrestling podcast charts?
And they said no and closed the door in your face.
I said, right, I'll be here off 3. See you later.
Then you woke up and realised you'd fainted.
Izzy finds a Sean Spears action figure on a locker. Tatum Paxley put it there. Lola Vice says, see you acting like you're done with Tatum, eh? Not looking good for you and your boys. Why? Because she's put some action figures there.
They're like the Cairns from the Blair Witch Project.
The what? The cans?
Cairns.
Oh, let me see.
I'm not saying it Cairns in a New Jersey accent. I'm saying it's C-A-I-R-N.
Right. I was like, I need to check out
The
this.
Blair Witch.
Seen the cans on the witch.
You see the Blair Witch's big tits?
I say I'm not really horrified. I might have to check this out.
I get lost in those woods. I'll tell you that.
I wish I didn't have to face that corner because I'd sure like a look.
Hey, there's snot coming out of her nose. Tell you what, there's snot coming out of my cock. The Blair Witch. What I see? The Blair Witch's titties.
All those little talking heads are she's a hottie. She's a hottie. Go check her out in the woods. She's sleeping.
She followed me around the woods at night. I just stayed outside.
Teenagers go in the woods to try and see the Blair Witches and tits. We've been camping for 4 days. I still haven't seen her tits.
She followed me around the woods at night. I'd stand outside the tent with a horn on.
I pitched a tent, all right. Oh, God.
Don't mind now, but Izzy says she doesn't need Lola's advice. Lola turns round. Kalani Jordan's putting her stuff back in the locker.
The film now stars Bully Raye, of course.
And the thing is, you don't see the witch's tits either. It's called movie making.
I've heard of it. I did.
I thought I missed them the first time, so I went the second time. You still don't see them. I bought the DVD special edition, director's cut. Directors must have cut him out because you still can't see him.
You can still see those titties.
Devon, where's the titty?
If the Blair Witch forced me against the wall, I'd have to stand back 10 inches, huh? Otherwise, I'd be f***ing it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Lola Vice and Kalani Jordan got into it, basically.
Yeah, they're going for match neck shortly. 30th, is it?
I don't know. All I care about is the dream match that came next, because Shiloh Hill was backstage chatting to Skylar Raye. They talk about making the move from LFG to NXT. He says how exhilarating it was beating Lexis King. Skylar was hoping for a shot at the NXT the Women's North American title last week, but didn't go as planned. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Stax and Ariana Grace walk in. They're not happy about Moose ruining their night. Ariana thought she left the Moose behind when she left the Great White North.
Yep. There's 2 moose gags.
Yep.
He's doubled his worth.
Yep.
Shiloh didn't understand the reference because he said, I don't normally see Moose in Florida.
Then again, it is pretty cold.
And then what did Stax say, Sidge?
Shut up, you idiot. No, he said, what are you, an idiot?
He said,
Great delivery of idiot.
You want to get another tooth fixed? He said.
What are you, an idiot?
Skylar's like, don't talk to him like that. I mean, you've got like a couples therapy session you need to attend. And the challenge is laid down to Shiloh and Skylar to a match next week. Stax plans to show them that NXT is a different ball game to LFG.
It's funny that they have to put Shiloh Hill in these.
One of them's primary school and one of them's infants. in the education of a wrestler, you know.
He
hope
can't-
so.
Shiloh Hill can't exist ever unless he's got somebody to share one of his wacky stories with. He's not speaking to his computer anymore, but he can't just cut a promo down the lens or speak to. He can't be someone's guest at this time. Right?
Yeah.
It's got to be mid conversation, like weirding people out. That's the whole character. I love it.
He's like, he has the energy and delivery of a children's TV presenter where you have to get like really hyped about stuff that no adult possibly could. And today we're going on an adventure making crafts. I try doing that on Saturday morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Charlotte Hill could do it. He could be my babysitter if you want.
Who's got the kids, Michael? Shiloh Hill's watching.
Sorry, I've just realised what time it is. I'm going to have to nip out for this induction. So why don't you two talk more
I've got
about...
the app, just cancel it. You can just press cancel
It's
it.
rude to cancel. I don't want to make a bad
That's
impression.
what the button's there for.
They might be relieved, you know, it's towards the end of Christmas. They probably think you're not going to take it seriously. Because it'll start in January, won't it, Adam?
Yeah, I stopped.
I'm doing an
I need to get
injection, jeans and
yeah.
a jumper.
Well, I can just look around. I'm not going to work out and like pass out or something from doing like 5 minutes of exercise. I'm going to go and do that. You talk more because we're not going to have a chance to preview this dream match. So why don't you two talk about that, and I'll be right back.
It's probably going to be like a crap match, though, isn't it?
No.
Like Stax isn't amazing yet, and Shiloh Hill is, you know, he's on the beginning of his journey.
I don't wish
So-
to suggest that we have influenced any sort of booking. But it is nice that
I
these
think I've just
characters...
seen Wilbourn taking his clothes off. He's ready for that affair, isn't he?
I mean, it's... Maybe he's just wanting to go and flex down at the gym. You know, he was saying that he's super confident with this induction stuff. Maybe that's why. He's just going to go down topless. I don't like it. I think you should wear more clothes in the gym, if anything, rather than all those old dudes flopping out.
Flopping out.
Don't like it.
Yes!
Staxy!
How's it going, guys?
You found it.
Exactly. I love this goddamn place, huh?
Nice, isn't it? It's really nice.
You
I
was
love
here
that
yesterday?
fucking place downstairs
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, huh?
You was here yesterday?
I forgot. Yeah, I wasn't there for that one. So you made it twice. Yeah, sorry. Fork.
And he was
Stacks.
just as surprised twice, apparently.
It's closing. Fork is there.
What?
Yeah, yeah. We're as good as you are, mate. Just really got to know the staff and enjoy the menu, and it's going away.
You had to hear
Something
that.
else is coming back, though.
Yeah, there'll be something else in its place.
Maybe everything that dies someday comes back in a different name.
Anyway, happy National Device Appreciation Day.
Ah!
You know what I'm a huge fan of? Whatever the hell this is.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
It's called
You've left the door open, Stacks. Haven't
it's called
Sorry.
cell
Yeah,
phone,
reach it from here.
cell phone, or a T-Mobile mobile phone, or a smartphone. And yeah, I don't know how you live without it. How do you get from A to B?
Well, I got one. I didn't know what it was called.
Right. Okay. Well, you can do your life on it. So that's what it is.
Yep.
Would you say, what's the deal with phones? Yeah, is it phones? Is that what you said it was called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you think it was called?
No, just the old pocket thing or whatever.
So if you ever dropped it, you would say, "Oh God damn it, Ariana, I just dropped my."
Pocket thing. On my life, honey. You gotta do the calls and the.
you go into
photos
like the
and-
O2 shop or whatever, and you'd be like, "Can I have a look at your pocket things? I want one."
I gotta get a new pocket thing. This one's full. Anyway, guys, I got a question for you. Why do all joyman girls got the same number, huh? Because whenever I ask them, it's all 9999999. Three questions, three jokes for you.
Could have gone worse, to be honest.
Yeah.
Question joke number one. Why did the cell phone get glasses? Why did the cell phone get glasses? Picture that.
You made the phone up.
Yeah, I gathered
Yeah.
that.
You're gonna have to do it again. Stacks,
Yeah,
for
I
the
think,
people at home.
I think the people need that. Where's the phone?
Right, let's do the semantic field then.
So you can see. Would he use mobile or do you think?
Wi-Fi, so you could 5C.
That's, yeah, rhymes.
It's not very good though.
No, but it does rhyme with 5G.
Yeah, it's not very
Sometimes it's just
funny
a
though.
rhyme.
Set up.
Why did the cell phone get glasses?
Nah, no
Don't know.
idea.
Don't know.
Good night, right?
Was it?
The 5CG thing.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Nah.
Why did the cell phone get glasses? Because it lost all of its contacts.
Oh, that's nice.
Not only is that nice, I feel like we've now done this 2 months ago.
Maybe not. Question joke number two. What do a cell phone and anal bleach have in common?
Bro, you would have remembered that.
Where do we even start?
Do a cell phone and anal bleach have in common?
I don't even know where to go with that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the A is.
Very serious, Stacks.
Arsehole.
Stuck on 5G again.
So just set up one more time and then I'll give up because I'm truly stuck here.
What do a cell phone and anal bleach got in common?
They both. No idea.
Nothing.
So goddamn close.
How?
they both. This is a good story. What do a cell phone and anal bleach have in common? They both can change your ringtone.
Oh, that's very good.
Think of them. You can think about it. Question joke number 3. How is a mobile phone like a penis?
How's a mobile phone like a penis?
It's Stax's pocket thing. Phones did start getting smaller and then started getting bigger.
Yeah, but then they start to like flip. I don't know what happened to you down there, but
When you, that was going to make a snip joke.
again, I can't even fathom a way in.
Don't know, Sax.
How is a mobile phone like a penis? It's fun to play with in private, but should never be pulled out at the dinner table. See you later, guys.
Door. Bye, Stax.
Right.
You missed Stax.
Yeah, Stax. Yeah.
All good?
Wasn't he wearing a Christmas jumper before?
Was his hair's messed up again.
I had to show him what I was doing.
Thought you said you weren't getting involved.
I know, but I thought, be fair. She was kind of struggling with, and I was like, stand aside, love. Here's how it's done.
So you're now banned from the gym.
Yeah.
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 You're not welcome back at the
I
gym.
was going to say, when you did your induction, which actually should happen today,
Yep.
you didn't do anything of the sort.
No.
You just
No.
listened there and you just listened.
Listen to an expert in their field.
Scarecrow.
Main event time.
Out of the way, love.
Fatal four-way.
Such an arsehole.
Number contendership for the NXT title.
It's boring, this.
Oh, God, yeah,
Not
yeah.
for me, I liked it.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
A lot of but I'm invested in these characters, unlike you two.
Fair.
Was that
All
an
go on it at the
insult?
start. Oh, just stating facts. Big power slam from Myles Borne to Dion Lennox. Hendry hit a lariat to...
Myles Borne is the problem. I don't think they've handled him very well lately.
Said the same thing yesterday.
And it's disappointing because he was definitely getting somewhere.
He was my pick for this.
There was an extra special sort of feeling around Myles Borne for a while that put him like so far ahead of the rest of this, like just underneath Chasing Pack. And I can't quite put my finger on where it's gone wrong. I don't know if like just upstart babyface who continues to lose has done the underdog story bit of damage maybe because you've got to pick up the wins along the way. And I know he did qualify for the Irons fight. He didn't, did he? John Cena just gave him the spot. I don't know, but I don't think that
He won the match though to get to pick his spot in there.
Sorry, that's what I'm thinking. The trick one, wasn't it? Like it's not where it was. I don't think with him, and I it's fine.
I think he's taking the title off Ethan Page. I think they're going to be like Ethan Page is going to be like, you've got ideas where you're stationed and you think you win the world title. You're not as good as me. Mm-hmm. Boom.
It's a big win. Like beating Ethan Page is a bigger win than winning that belt, I think. If you're Myles Borne, I think that win means more than the actual value of the title itself. But it's felt like it's fallen off a bit. I remember going in the Iron Survivor, I wanted to be really behind him. And they gave him the plum spot of being able to pick his spot and all of that. And then he's fading at the background a bit, I think.
I thought for a split second he was involved in the finish, obviously. We'll get to it. Anyway, Leon Slater was just flying around everywhere, obviously.
He was good.
Got a little bit concerned early on when he does that spot where I think he's going after Dion Lennox, jumps out of the ring and seemingly tweaks his knee.
Yeah.
Didn't play into the rest of the match, really, that.
Didn't, but he is like deceptively good at selling Leon Slater.
Yeah, he came back and used the back of Joe Hendry to leap into Borne, but he caught Slater. Lennox came off with a flying lariat, drop kick from Borne to Hendry. They're all down as we go to a break. When we come back, we eventually get set up for a sort of four-person Tower of Doom. Borne hit a power slam to Slater. Lennox then hit a release German. Hendry wanted the standing over for Slater, but Slater fought out of it. Lennox is down, and he sort of rolls away thinking, there's no way that Slater's going to hit me with a Swanton Bomb from all the way over here. But
Oh.
Leon Slater says,
We're gonna do it anyway.
here's the Swanton Bomb. Osborne drop kicks Slater out of the ring. Goes after Hendry. Joe counter suplex to Myles. Hendry hits some punches and lariats. Fall away slam, one for Dion Lennox as well. The Olympic slam to Myles Borne.
Did you go on the machines down there? In the gym?
Couple.
I'm going to say you sound like a bit out of breath.
Yeah. Not that. Cardio's, not where it was. So, Hendry sends Lennox out of the ring. Standing O on Borne. Slater comes in, and it looked like he might steal it, but Hendry caught him and threw him out of the ring onto Dion Lennox. But then Dion Lennox pulled Hendry out of the ring, and they brawled up the ramp, leaving Leon Slater and Myles Borne in the ring. And Leon Slater eventually comes off the top rope with a Swanton 450. 1, 2, 3. He is the new #1 contender. He celebrates. And then as Vic Joseph is talking about how a TNA wrestler's won the chance to win the NXT title, out comes NXT champion Obafemi for a stare down. And Booker T goes, "Here comes the prize." Oh, mate, don't ruin it. And Obafemi poses with the title belt, but we see, looking over the show, like Sting, but good, Tony D'Angelo's there in the crowd.
Held up his laptop and said it earlier on.
Did he?
Tomorrow.
He didn't like it either.
No, he didn't care for it, did he? Leon Slater, the booking and Leon Slater had a good night for him.
And his gear.
Yeah.
Liked his gear.
I like Leon Slater, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, he's goodbye, TNA forever, hopefully.
they've
Ideally,
really-
goodbye, NXT forever. Straight in the main roster, give it a go. Like, he's, as we talked about after the AJ Styles botch, he's ready in so many different ways to a lot of his contemporaries, as well as having all that cool, like, youthful excitement and, like, flavour that so many of these wrestlers that spend too long in NXT simply don't have. So fast track him. And this was that. Big positive. Like, they've not held back. Shawn Michaels does do this, and there is a bit more freedom for him to do it in NXT because you can give out title shots and even title reigns, and it's not like promising anybody anything because the call-ups aren't regimented anymore. So you could belt up anybody you like on that roster, and it doesn't mean that Triple H is going to be like, right, that means they're ready for me now. So he does have a bit more freedom to do it, but he does do it more, and I think that's why you get some satisfying results like this. The match itself, I thought, was really drape.
Drape!
The chemistry that some of them had in the Iron Survivor is yet another advert for the Iron Survivor, because I think the stipulation made it as captivating and as interesting as it was without the penalty box, the clock ticking down, the panic. That sequence of moves at the end that was supposed to illustrate panic and desperation had none. It was proper, organised, standing around waiting to do your bit stuff, the likes of which, like, AEW more than WWE would get absolutely crucified for. I don't think you see a lot of it in WWE, but this was why. I didn't like this match at all.
It was weird, this. I suspected they tacked 5 minutes more onto it than it was going to get, because instead of filling that 5 minutes with, like, more ideas or moves or whatever, it just felt really slow and uncreative for a match like this. Like, usually, as much as I'm kind of bored of multi-man matches, there's usually one sequence where I'm like, that required some thought to get you into position to take that, and the other wrestler into position to capitalize on that person being vulnerable, having just done a move or whatever. Like, there's so little of that. It was just this sort of procession of spots that felt slower than usual, and I can only... If I'm trying to give them an excuse, I don't know why I'm doing that. Maybe it was they had to give them a bit more time. I don't know. I just thought it was pretty drab, this.
The Tower of Doom was really laboured and unnecessary.
Oh, God,
Made you think, like, to your point, we need something else here. Tower of Doom?
Tower of Doom.
You know, because it takes a minute to construct and a minute, and then
Tower
people
of
can
Doom.
lay out and sell, like, makes sense that might have been something they've inserted, but it did not feel like it belonged here at all.
Tower of Doom, just drag it out even more than usual.
Tower of Doom, that bitch.
Yeah, it's the Tower of Doom, that bitch. It wasn't very exciting.
Post-match was, though. Christ. I love it.
Is Tony D, you're the expert in all things Tony D'Angelo,
Thank you.
industry leader. Like, the Javon Evans attack, is this just anybody that's a contender I need to take down? So now that Javon Evans has lost his title shot, he's of no interest to Tony D'Angelo, or is that a dropped thread?
I don't know. Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday about who you could target next. I suggested you might even take someone out of this match and then take their spot in the 4-way. But
Anyone can get it.
anyone can get it. Yeah. Who do we pick in the end? Dante Chen or someone?
That's some, I don't know.
Bastard.
That Blair Witch would get it.
Right up the ass.
But yeah, I don't know whether he's sort of almost doing a sort of Ricky Saints-esque. Well, no one else can win the title other than Obafemi because I know I can beat Obafemi.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Okay.
I don't know what's going on there. But then the Ethan Page thing last week, I don't know.
So he's watching over anybody that's coming for Obafemi and Ethan Page.
It's like his thing. He's just overseeing the whole company, and then when the time is right, he will strike.
It's twice you compared him to Sting, you mean it?
Yeah. And yeah, I do really like, because Sidge called it, to be fair, the Leon Slater win here. I love the fact that, like,
It was the best stylistic match
Yeah.
for Uber.
like Oba literally was about to lose his title to someone who had a very similar moveset in Javon Evans. And you've basically got that match again at New Year's Evil. And there's a bit of me that's like, they've been like, hey, pally, me and you. Javon's going to be a bit like, because there was a bit earlier on when he was like, come on, dickhead, get back inside. I need you there for me for the 4-way sort of thing. And Javon might be a bit like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Wait a minute. When's New Year's Evil?
January 6th?
6th?
If they were going to run AJ Styles and Leon Slater on the first Impact, it being for the NXT title would sure be something, wouldn't it?
Oh.
The total upset,
Oh my god.
but just to supercharge that first Impact. When they've been talking about, we're sick of NXT guys getting our belts. And it's like,
Their version of
Turns out that
WWE.
TNA relationship's worked out pretty good for them, hasn't it? TV deal and now this.
But no, what do you mean this hasn't happened yet? Their version of
Potential.
sending.
No,
Their-
but they're
their
fighting, they're
version-
fighting for the NXT title.
Yeah,
so
their
well done.
version of sending NXT names to TNA is Brian Pillman Jr. in Starks.
Who's the international champion, yeah. Anyway, let's
can't argue with results, Sidge.
Last time I checked. Got a belt around his waist. Well, not around his waist. It's like a sash round. Anyway, let us know your thoughts on NXT
Wrapped around his bird.
in
So,
the comments.
it still is.
In the comment section below, or an X at WhatCulture WWE. Actually, there you can follow all four of us. You can follow Michael Hamflett, sort of, at.
Michael Hamflett on Cameo or hamflettx@gmail.com.
You follow Michael Sidgwick at.
M. Sidgwick.
Follow our brilliant producer, Adam Nicholas, at.
It's Adam Nicholas.
And you can follow me at Adam Wilbourn. Follow us all at WhatCulture WWE. As I said, make sure you subscribe to WhatCulture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts. Dynamite Preview is available right now. And this has been the NXT review. My thanks to Hamflett, Sidgwick, to Stacks. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.